Hello, everybody, and welcome. Excellent. All right, everybody's coming in here. Hold on, that's really close. Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Johnstone. I am the owner of Connection Incorporated, and I am very much looking forward to today's event. So here we go. All right. Obviously, typical male. I can't do two things at once. So let's get this started. So today's event is going to be, I think, outrageously valuable for you because I'm going to be sharing with you what our client Parker did to create 26 new referral partners that have actually sent him a deal that has funded in 12 months in his first year in the business. So the week that he got his mortgage license, he signed up with us because his dad is one of the largest branch managers for an organization. His sales team works with us in the Concierge program, and he got us set up the very first week. So his first 12 months in the business, he had 26 new referral partners, all of those referral partners doing more than 8 buy-side transactions a year. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today, is how we set up the system to set the appointments with qualified referral partners that had business to send to him, and then how he was able to actually generate referrals after the meeting that he initially had with them so that he was actually closing business from those relationships. I am super excited to share this with you. So we've still got a couple of people joining us, and we've got roughly double the amount of people on today's presentation, which is fantastic because we've seen a number of people that have joined us for the challenge this week. So let's go and get started. So this is the Double Your Appointments Challenge. And there's only one way to double your sales, and that is you have to double your appointments. Pretty simple, right? If you talk to double the amount of people, you're going to close twice as many deals. There's only one way to double the number of appointments that you get. So if you want to double your sales, you have to double your appointments. There's only one way to double your appointments, and that is you have to automate your appointment booking system. And we're actually going to go through the math on why that is here in week number 2 and show you exactly why you've got to have a system in order to follow up on all of the opportunities that you have in your business so that you're actually getting a full calendar, because your time should be spent actually talking to qualified borrowers and closing that business. All right, so our goal together today is to get you the system so that you understand it, and then give you the tools so that you can actually implement it. So when you walk away today, over the next week, you're going to be able to implement the system that I show you so that you can have appointments with qualified realtors in your calendar in the next 30 days. And I'm going to show you how to double your referral partner appointments in the next 30 days. So who is this for? Well, new professionals that need new leads. So if you're newer to the industry, whether it's real estate, insurance, mortgage, financial planning, if you're out there and you just need customers right now, this is perfect for you because referral partners send you exponential deals. When you get one yes from a referral partner, they should send you on average 4 to 6 deals a year. So when you get one yes, you get deals over and over and over from that partner. And it's exponential in the fact that you can be closing multiple referral partners every single month. Take Parker, for example. We're only working 400 contacts a month for him. And yet he was able to convert more than 2 highly qualified partners that each sent him a deal. Out of those 26 referral partners, he closed $11.5 million in volume in just his first year in the mortgage business from those relationships. Well, what happens next year? He's going to get that $11.5 million again from those 26 partners, plus he's going to be able to stack another 26 or more partners on top of that, right? That puts him at 52 referral partners sending him business. If you got 52 referral partners and they send you on average 4 deals a year. That's over 200 transactions in a year. And he's gotten there 2 years in the business. So if you're just getting started, this is phenomenal for you. Now, if you're a seasoned professional that needs to do more right now with the same assets that you have because things have slowed down a little bit because of interest rates and there's less houses being sold, this is perfect because I'm going to show you how to not only get referrals from realtors, but I'm also going to show you how to get deals from divorce attorneys, from financial planners, from investment advisors, from people that coach real estate investment groups, solar companies, all of these opportunities where you've got access to deals that are not rate sensitive. Yes, there is a good portion of the marketplace that cares about interest rate, but there's a huge part of the marketplace that isn't rate sensitive. They're doing deals every single month anyway. You may as well be in front of those people. But what most people in the mortgage industry don't understand is that you've got to go get different referral partners in order to tap into that business. We call those blue oceans, right? And so I'm going to show you how to do that. And if you're a seasoned professional, this is going to be an aha moment for you that can totally transform your production in the next 12 months. Now, this is also for team leaders. And I say this because I am also a leader of a team. And oftentimes you can tell your team members what they need to do and lay out the plan and the strategy very clearly and very effectively. But when it comes time for the rubber to meet the road or for the phone to hit the face, they're not going to make the calls and they're not actually going to do the activities. It's important for us as business owners to understand that we're not going to be able to change that behavior. Yes, a few of those people, we're going to be able to coach them through it, but ultimately they're responsible for their actions, but you're responsible and I'm responsible for our production, right? And that means that you need to fill that loan officer's calendar for them with sales appointments that they can actually close. If you want your numbers to go up in your branch, you have to fill the gap because your mortgage professionals, like we covered last week in week number 1 of the challenge, they're not appointment setters. They're not going to make cold calls. They're not going to call their past customers. They're not going to call the online leads that you're buying for them. They're just not going to do it because they're not appointment booking specialists. They are mortgage specialists that know how to take a mortgage application and get a deal closed. So you have to bridge that gap in between, hey, these are all the calls that need to be made and the leads that we need to be generated. You've got to move them over to appointments. As soon as you get them into appointments on their calendars, they can become closing machines, but it's your responsibility as a branch manager in order to fill those calendars. So I'm going to show you how to automate that so that you can scale a large team in the mortgage industry without feeling the pain of bringing people on and not having them produce on your team. So our goal for this challenge is to double your sales. The only way for you to double your sales is to double your appointments. And the only way to double your appointments is to automate the 4 appointment pathways that you have in your business. And these 4 pathways are this. Now, small disclaimer, the reason why I'm qualified to teach this stuff to you is because I've done it myself. So I've been very successful in the mortgage industry, but I have also built Connection Incorporated. Connection Incorporated, my company, is a multi-million-dollar organization. We deliver over 10 sales appointments per day right now. All of the leads come in automatically. All of the appointments generated automatically. All of the sales happen automatically without me having to be involved in the process at all. I'm currently traveling through Costa Rica right now with my family. I'm still working every day, but I don't have to be on the phone in order to make the sales happen. The company is growing without me because the systems that I'm teaching you here during this challenge, I have implemented on my own in my own business. I've figured out all the kinks and now I'm sharing them with you. In fact, we added an additional $1,040,023 in revenue and $849,648 in new profit after automating our appointment booking system. Before that, I was only sending emails and I was only sending text messages, and it was haphazard. Like a lead would come in and we had templates that we would send these templates out, and sometimes they would get sent, sometimes they wouldn't. Now, every single time a lead comes into our business, we know when they're going to get called. We know when the text message is going to go out. We know when the email is going to go out. We have down to an actual science. At the end of the month, we know for how many leads that we produce, how many appointments we're going to get. We know out of those appointments, how many are going to show up, and we know out of those, how many are going to sale. It's just sale. How many of them are going to invest in our company? It's just math. And your business is the same when you have a system that's built that you can rely on that consistently does the marketing for you to fill your calendar. And I'm going to give you that exact system along with the scripts, the templates, the resources, and the software that you need for a ridiculous value all during this challenge. Now, this is a 4-week challenge because there's 4 core pathways, and I want you to do each pathway each week as we go through the process. So last week, we've got you on database marketing, and I gave you the database activator and the database marketing system that you need in order to be successful. This week, we're going through what we call the executive recruiter, and that is how our agents booked 5 qualified appointments with qualified referral partners every single day per concierge that we have on the system. So it's math, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it and show you the math behind it and everything. Next week, we're going to do inbound leads. I'm going to show you how to double the appointments that you get from inbound leads. That's inbound phone calls and inbound leads that you buy from Zillow or wherever you get your leads from. I'm going to show you how to double the appointments on that source. And then in week number 4, I'm going to show you how to double the amount of referrals and appointments that you get from the existing business that you have. So I'm going to show you how to fill your pipeline with appointments, and then how to turn those appointments into even more appointments and double the amount of sales that you get in your organization. So you might be sitting there, and again, we have more than double the amount of people on today's presentation than we did last time. So I'll go through this really quickly, but it's important. What qualifies me to teach you? So this is Nick Lecuyer, who is a client of ours, and I won't play you this whole testimonial, but last year he invested $50,000 in our products and services. So he came in, he bought the software that you have access to today for a ridiculously low price, and then upgraded to have us make phone calls in his organization. So he invested $50,000 with our organization last year and collected just a hair under $100,000 in revenue in his organization as a result of that investment. Now, this is Vince Gaetano. Vince is another client of ours, and I will play this testimonial for you. Just give me 1 second here. Oh, hold on here. In the interest of time, there we go.
I'm a year and a half in. No, I'm going to attribute Concierge with past clients and referrals. So about $416,000 is past clients and referrals.
So $416,000 in revenue over a 1-year period of time from the concierge making calls for you.
Yeah, past clients coming back.
And I'll stop it there. But every $416,000 in revenue helps. And again, what we're doing there is exactly what I'm going to teach you here on today's presentation. So not only does it work for us, not only do we use it to close sales every single week, but it works for other people in the mortgage industry. And at the end, I'll show you multiple testimonials from multiple people. I just want you to know that I've been at this for 15 years and absolutely I can help you. Now, what you're seeing on the screen right now is not a... It's a Christmas themed spreadsheet, perhaps, but this is our daily tracker. So we have a program, it's called the Concierge, and the automations that I'm giving you in today's presentation are the same automations that our concierge agents use to book appointments with qualified referral partners. Well, you can see here, these are our monthly numbers for our concierge agents. Now, obviously it's a screenshot, so I can only get 4 of them in here, but if you look at last month, so 2,742 calls, a 16% contact rate. That's 427 conversations of people that came into the funnel. We booked 28% of those people into booked appointments. That's 119 appointments per month per concierge. Okay, think about that. If you could turn on a switch today and have the exact system that produced 119 qualified realtor appointments last month, would you take action on that? Would it be valuable to you, and would you be able to close far more business if you were able to meet with 119 realtors that were doing 8 or more buy-side transactions a year in your mortgage business? The answer is yes, of course, right? This one here, this was Lenny. Sorry, I got to look around my screen to be able to see the left-hand side. Lenny booked 124 of those appointments in a month. Janae, 112 appointments. Carissa, who was only working part-time due to, well, whatever. She was part-time that month. 75 appointments. Samuel, 96 appointments. Okay. So this is not an anomaly. We do this every single month. Each concierge agent, if you average it out, they book 5 qualified referral appointments a day. And I'm going to show you the whole system here today. Now, in running that system, I've written all the scripts, I've written all the text messages, I've written all the emails, the cadence in which you need to follow up with these people. And I have built that system over years. And the reason why today we're not talking about Facebook ads and we're not talking about Google ads, which is what a lot of people know me for in the industry, we're talking about referral partners, because I had a major aha moment in the mortgage industry when I first got started. And I absolutely transformed my mortgage business by discovering leads from Google. So I got into the mortgage business when I was 23, 24 years old, and my dad is a mortgage broker in Canada. I got started with him, and I don't know what I did when I was a kid to deserve this cruel and unusual punishment, but when I got started in the business, the first thing that he made me do is go out on the rate sheets and donuts circuit. So for those of you that have joined the industry recently, way back when, that was literally, I would get in my car 3 days a week, I would fill it with coffee and donuts, and I would drive around all the real estate offices in town, hanging out in the lobby, giving out free donuts, free coffee, and my rate sheet, trying to get realtors to do business with me. You can probably guess how well that worked. It didn't, right? So I discovered ads on Google. I will spare you the story for the interest of time, but I spent a month in a foreign country learning from somebody who had figured out how to generate leads on Google when Google was the Wild West. It had just started. So I was able to come back to little old Guelph, Ontario, and generate 500 to 600 really good quality real estate leads every single month. And so that transformed my business, because I had an offer that I could take to a real estate referral partner, and I could convert a top performing partner in that marketplace because I had something that was unique. I had something that I could deliver where I could show value. And I was young and dynamic, and people liked me. And if I was able to get an appointment, I was able to build a relationship and get them to work with me, right? So I personally doubled our mortgage production in 1 year because I had 5 realtors in the local marketplace that were sending us all of their mortgage business because I was sending them leads that were growing their business. Now, there was a guy named Justin Abbott. There is a guy named Justin Abbott. And when we started working with him, he was an individual producer. Within a matter of 6 months of me providing leads to him, he had built a team of 4 junior agents and him, and all of their production was coming from our Google leads. I started getting phone calls from other mortgage professionals around the country that were affiliated with our company, calling my dad and being like, "What is your son doing? How is it possible? It's his 2nd year in the business and he's posting these types of numbers." So we started sharing what we were doing. And that led to me traveling around the country. So what would happen was we would have a mortgage professional in a marketplace, and they would go out and they would set up a lunch and learn meeting. And we said there's maximum 10 real estate agents that you can get in the room, and we want top producers. We want people that can actually pull out a credit card and buy hundreds of leads a month. I would fly or drive into the appointment and say, "Here's Google. This is a lead generation website. Here's all the leads. Here's 3 testimonials from people that we have in our marketplace that are closing more deals. If you buy this system from us through this particular mortgage professional, we will give you a discount on the leads, but you have to send your real estate business to this mortgage professional. If you agree, sign up here." And every single time, I would only sell 2 systems per marketplace. I had guys literally halfway through dinner just like stand up and throw credit cards at me across the room. It was crazy. I did 268 individual presentations like that, where I sold these systems all across Canada and the US. So I know how to convert a realtor into, "Yes, I will send you my business." And in doing that, we ended up going out and converting some massive real estate professionals. So I know personally from my own mortgage business, going out and getting real estate referral partners more than doubled my business in a year. Then I went out and set up over 250 individual relationships where the mortgage professional that put that meeting together in that room saw significant growth in their mortgage business as a result of a relationship with a realtor sending their leads in. And yet, somehow, I built a digital marketing lead generation company, generating leads from Facebook and Instagram and Google and YouTube, and generating those leads and giving them to mortgage professionals. And I ran that business. Well, I'm still running that business, but I started a podcast, and I had this interview with Colleen Wood, who you see on the screen here. And she did 276 transactions and $99 million in volume with no online leads. And her whole strategy is realtor referral relationships. And I had this podcast meeting with Colleen, and I had a light bulb go off in the back of my head. And I said, I'm providing leads to my customers, but I've already felt the benefit of realtor referral relationships and referral relationships in general. I've seen it work hundreds and hundreds of times in my own experience. I know how to sell it. And here's this producer doing almost $100 million a year with no online leads. I need to solve this problem. I need to go back and look at today's marketplace and figure out how to fill in these appointments. And the reason why is because the number one way to scale your business relationships is with other business owners that already have your clients and customers. It is the easiest and simplest and most profitable way to grow, is to find other people who already have your customers, set up a relationship with that person, and get that person to send you their customers in a referral relationship. So in order to figure out that system, I had a great start because I'd already done it multiple times, but I had top producers sharing with me how to do it, and I started working on it. And what I discovered is that there's this law, and I call it the 40 by 4 equals 160. And this is how to do 160 deals per year in the industry, regardless of market conditions, regardless of what's going on. You need to do one appointment a day. That's it. That's the magic. That's the whole math to this whole thing. And I know it sounds crazy, but watch this. So if you do one appointment a day and you work 5 days a week, that's 5 appointments per week, right? Well, that's 20 appointments a month. If you're working 5 days a week, 4 weeks in a month, right? Averages out. If you put out a 20% acceptance rate, and that means that if you only accept 20% of the partners that you meet with as clients, because again, we'll cover this in a little bit, but the number one mistake that I see most people making in the mortgage industry is that they're trying to get every single real estate agent to refer them business. You need to be very selective in who you let waste your time. They're going to send you bad deals. They're not going to be loyal. There's all kinds of things in the real estate industry that are going to derail your success. You've got to be careful on the upfront as to who you let become a real estate partner for you. So let's just say you only accept 1 out of 5 people that you meet with, right? Well, that means out of 20 appointments, you're getting 4 partners per month. 4 partners per month at 12 months gets you 48 new referral partners. Now, life is going to happen, right? There's going to be people that leave the industry. There's all kinds of reasons why people will either leave the industry or not send referrals to you long-term. So we're going to say out of those 48 partners, only 40 of them are going to stick, okay? Because the outside of the relationship building tool that I'm going to give you today, there's just people leaving the industry for reasons that you can't control, right? So if you just do 1 appointment a day, which anybody here can do, 1 30-minute appointment a day, that's 40 referral partners. And let's say on average, these partners are only sending you 4 deals per year. That's 160 new deals. Well, if you're making $3,000 per deal, per transaction, that's $480,000 a year in annual recurring revenue in your organization from just 1 appointment per day. Anybody here on this presentation can do this, and this is the key to success. And remember, okay, this is just math. And I already have the plan for you, literally broken down to the number of phone calls that you need to make per day in order to make this happen. So if you are going to meet with just 1 new referral partner per day, you need to make 45 outbound outreaches per day. So your day without automation, Okay, if you're going to do this like the old school caveman cave woman style way, like go out and hit rocks with a stick in order to make this work, which you can do, and I have done in the past, right? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just hard work. You need 30 minutes of prep to make sure that you're calling the right people. You've got your list organized. You're ready to go. You drink your coffee or your kombucha juice or whatever it is so that you're like ready to go rah rah on the phone. And then you do 2 hours of cold calling in order to get one 30-minute appointment. So that is your day. 30 minutes of prep, 2 hours of cold calling, a 30-minute appointment, and that takes 3 hours every single day. So it takes you 3 hours every day in order to get one 30-minute appointment, and you do that every single day. Now I'm going to show you how you can get rid of all of the automation, get rid of all of the cold calls, get rid of the prep time, and just do a 30-minute call every single day. That's what today's presentation is all about, because I've perfected this system for you. I've already taken the years to figure it out, figured out what works, what doesn't, send all the messages, and now you just get the easy button. So I've spent years writing all the call scripts, follow-up emails, voicemail messages. I've laid out 4 different perfect follow-up sequences to convert referral partners into this appointment. So I'm going to talk about the offers here in today's presentation, because everybody's calling right now for like, hey, let's go for coffee. And that works, but there's other things that are far more valuable that will generate you far more business in the long term. And I'm going to share those with you. Now, when I went out to solve this problem initially, there was no system, right? I had this massive problem because there were all of these systems out there that could do one of the components that I needed to do. Because if you want to automate filling your calendar with qualified referral partners, you need to be able to automatically send emails, automatically send text messages, keep track of all of the follow-ups, have them in a pipeline, set yourself reminders for the phone calls that need to go out. You've got to be able to automate your appointment booking through your calendar. And at the time, there was nothing available in the marketplace that could do all of these things. And I tried it all. I became a Keep certified advisor. I went through Salesforce and I built the whole thing. It was far too complicated for anybody to actually use. I built a system inside Pipedrive. And after frustration of going through all of the different CRM options that were out there in the marketplace right now, I decided to do it on my own and build my own software. And after spending almost $10,000 on the initial development of like, can it do what I want it to do, and wireframes of what it's going to look like, I then got the development estimate for what it was going to cost me to actually build this thing. And it was 1,598 development hours at $45 an hour. So it was going to cost me $71,910 to build the software that I needed to be able to automate this process. No bueno. I would have, honestly, I would have spent the money. I would have done it and I would have developed it, even though I'm not a software developer, but it was so, I mean, $70,000 to come up with a product like that would have absolutely crushed the market. So I was getting ready to make that investment, and I went to a mastermind meeting. And in this mastermind meeting, it's a big group of round tables, and there's only like 20 or so people in the room. And the format of it is you get up on day one and you talk about your next 90 days and the big problem that you're having at that point. And so I got up in front of this room of like wicked smart people, way smarter than me, and said, I'm about to embark on building this software. If anybody's done software development, I don't really know what I'm doing. So help me, because this is the software that I'm building and I think it's going to be really cool. This is what it's going to do. Guy came up to me after I said that and said, dude, there's a brand new software company that just got released. It's like been out in the marketplace for a month. Go check it out. It does everything that you need it to do. And I'm going to share that software that I discovered 2 years ago. I did the math on it, and we have, in the last 12 months, generated just under, it was $496,000 in revenue, roughly. There's a couple of dollars and cents on there. In the last year, my company has made, as a result of white labeling this software, I'm giving you access to the whole thing today so that you can put your white label brand on it, run it in your own business, and either deliver it for free to your referral partners so that you get their business, or you can actually charge for it and actually make money just by delivering the software to your realtors, your financial planners, your investment advisors. Because after 15 years, I tried the hard way. Today, you're going to get my easy button. It's the exact same software that runs our Connect My Lead software, but I'm giving you direct access to it today. It's going to be amazing, but we're going to do that at the end of the presentation, okay? Now, you may not want to work with realtors, and I get it. Trust me, I spent years working with realtors, and I get you. But this presentation will still transform your business, and here's why. The exact system that I'm going to show you will convert financial planners, investment advisors, lawyers, that's divorce lawyers, divorce attorneys, accountants, tax specialists, home builders, car dealers, solar companies, you name it. If you want appointments from referral partners that have deals that will close in today's marketplace, you just take the exact same system, you pick it up and you apply it to a different list of people. And that's what we're going to get into right now. So if you have any questions, make sure you type them into the Q&A. How are we doing so far? Are you excited about what's going on and what we're about to learn here today? Hit me with a 1 in the chat to let me know if you're excited and you're looking forward to getting into this stuff. So that Q&A panel is down in your Zoom panel there. And just hit me with a 1. Patricia, great to see you back again this week. That's awesome. Carlos says the chat is disabled. Francis, head on over there into Zoom and undisable that chat for me if you could. Taylor, Brad, Andrea, we are all right. Cool. We are excited and we are ready to go. Lourdes, fantastic. Awesome to have you here. All right, let's kick it. So there are 3 secrets to filling your pipeline with deals from referral partners. Secret number 1 is that most business owners are completely wasting their time giving the wrong offer to the wrong partners. This is the number 1 thing that I see people in the mortgage industry doing wrong that's absolutely destroying their opportunities to actually get deals closed from their referral partners. So I'm going to show you how to dramatically increase the number of referrals you get and your average transaction size while actually working less with less partners. Then in secret number 2, I'm going to show you, like, if you want to double your referral partners, you need an appointment booking system. It's just that simple. You can't do this without software. And so I'm going to show you the software and the system and the scripts and the process that you need to follow in order to fill your calendar with daily appointments while you're taking applications and growing the business, so that you don't have to spend 3 hours a day actually making phone calls to fill your own calendar. And then the final thing that I'm going to show you is the one simple thing that you can do to get far more deals from every single referral relationship that you have, and making sure that every relationship is far more profitable. So secret number 1, most business owners are wasting time giving the wrong offer to the wrong partners. And this is how to get more referrals and get a larger average transaction size while working with less referral partners. Did you know that 51% of the realtors in the United States of America are part-time or have not sold a home in the last 12 months? Think about that. Now think about your average strategy that is being taught in the mortgage industry right now. What do? You go on Facebook and you try and get random meetings with realtors. You go out and you're just calling out to a random list of realtors that you got from your title company or from your board or whatever it is, right? 51% of those people are doing 0 business, right? Then check this out. So 34% of all homes sold in the United States of America last year were cash deals. So they're working with a realtor, but guess what? They're not going to work with a mortgage professional. Why? Because it's a cash deal. So if you look at like your standard training that's in our industry right now about how to grow your business with referral partners, if you're working a referral relationship without knowing the number of deals that they're doing, there's an 85% chance that you're wasting your time. That's like, you could just take the time that you're spending cold calling and just go hang out on the beach or go spend time with your kids. Would not change your income or your results at all, because 85% of those people are completely unqualified. So if you want referral relationships that actually produce referrals for you, you need to be working with the professionals that are working with the right buyers, the non-cash buyers that actually need your mortgage services, and a referral partner that can properly refer you so that when you get that person, it's not a rate shopper and they're actually willing to do business with you. Now, when I was in the business and when I started coaching people through this process, We tried everything in order to get these lists of contacts. Like, how do we actually make sure that we're spending our time with the right people? So I went to title companies, very difficult to break through that wall. We needed a relationship. And even then, the data that they gave us wasn't the greatest, right? Then there was also the risk of them losing their relationship. So we could get the list sometimes, but we wouldn't be able to go back again and get it. It was just not reliable. Then I looked at going out and calling offices. That was a hard no. Just like calling real estate offices and be like, hey, could we get access to the list of how many deals your agents are doing? That didn't work. Asking other referral partners. So we would take a referral partner that we had business with and we would say, hey, can you give us a list or some names of people that are doing business right now so that we can reach out and get set up good relationships? Well, at best, they were guessing. And oftentimes, the ones that you think are doing a lot of business, that are making a lot of noise on social media, and they're all over Instagram and TikTok, they're not actually closing deals. So you can get this false sense of, oh, I think I know who's doing the business. So that doesn't work. Existing referral relationships, very hard to get, wasn't scalable. Other realtors wouldn't give us the information. Then we went out and we tried data mining services through Fiverr and through all these other different services where we could mine the data off of Zillow. It wasn't accurate. We missed agents all the time. A good portion of the agents that were producing, we didn't get. And so that didn't work, completely unreliable. And then we went out and we looked at, okay, well, who's running ads on Google and Facebook and running ads in the local newspaper? If they're spending money on advertising, they must be qualified, right? That did work. And it put us in contact with people that were motivated, but it wasn't the top producers. And so in trying to solve this problem, I got introduced to Zoom Info. So Zoom, the tool that we're using right now to host this web meeting, they have an entirely different business. They've got Zoom phone system, but they also have this thing called Zoom Info. Zoom Info is Zoom selling all of the data of everybody that's ever been on a Zoom meeting. Crazy, right? If you haven't heard about Zoom Info, this is actually like, because think about it. All of the CEOs of all of the major organizations in every single company in the United States of America has been on a Zoom meeting in the last 24 months, right? Your sales professionals, your all of that. So what Zoom does is they get all that information on who those people are, how much time they spend on the platform, what organization they're part of, what organizations they're meeting with, and then they buy all of the same data that Facebook and Instagram and Visa and all of the car companies and all of that. They buy all of the intent and purchase data for all of those people. They also buy the data from LinkedIn on who their network connections are and who their business is. And Zoom Info has this ridiculous database. If you want to go out and find out who the top movers and shakers are in an industry, Zoom Info has that information, and you can basically log into the dashboard. It's like Sales Navigator, and you can literally just get lists of all these amazing professionals. And it works phenomenal for insurance professionals, wealth managers, all of the other referral partners that you want, except realtors. Do you know why? Because they don't have the production volume of the realtors. So I had this meeting with this really cool guy at Zoom Info. We had a couple of calls. We got a great rapport. And at the end of the call, he's like, man, have you ever heard of this service? And he dropped a name on me. And I was like, no, I have not. Thank you for that. Let me go check it out. Well, I found the perfect solution through the connection at Zoom Info, and again, huge shout out to Zoom Info. It's a phenomenal tool for all of the other referral partners, but there is a tool out there for realtors and for other mortgage professionals where all of your production data is inside the system. And you can go in and based on where you're located, so this is a search that I did yesterday based out of the Florida market, you can pull in all of the real estate agents and all of their production volume. And so you can see John here, and I've blurred out his last name and his contact information, but he sold 163 listings in the last 12 months. Denise did 40. And you can actually see the sold volume. So Denise did $18,895,800,000 in production volume in the last 12 months. So now all of a sudden, this is your hot sheet, man. These are the only people that you need to mess with reaching out to because you've got the perfect list. Now, as I mentioned, you're only able to use this service for realtors And if you're recruiting and you're getting other loan officers to sign up on your team, it's a great tool for that. But what about financial planners, investment advisors, lawyers, attorneys, accountants, tax specialists, builders, and all of those? Zoom Info is phenomenal. And then if you want to reach out, there's Sales Navigator. So Sales Navigator on LinkedIn, it's $85.70 per month. And you can go in and just do a search in your local marketplace, and it will spit out all of the contacts that you've got in your marketplace so that you can start your outreach. And then what we do at Connection Incorporated is we vet these people by actually asking them what their production volume is. So this is a screenshot of one of our concierge agents, and these are the qualifying questions that they ask before people are allowed to book a sales appointment with us. So how long you've been in the business? How many deals do you close per month? How many deals would you like to be closing per month? How many past clients do you have in your database? So we pull in all this information, and you can do this on a survey or in a quiz so that it's completely automated, or you can just have somebody ask them the questions over the phone. But that's how you qualify them, because anybody who doesn't actually qualify doesn't get booked in your calendar, right? Because your time is the most valuable asset that you have. And most people in the mortgage industry are completely wasting it by talking to all these unqualified people. I hear this all of the time in the mortgage industry, like, I don't work with realtors because they're not loyal and they waste my time, and all they want is for me to sign a co-marketing agreement and give them half my marketing budget, right? And it's like, that's because you're talking to the wrong people, right? You're dealing with a scrub, and that person doesn't have business to send you even if they wanted to. And that's why they have to beg and ask you to do the co-marketing agreement with them, because they're not busy, right? Well, with what you just learned, every single phone call that you make in your business, every single automated message that you send out to these people just became far more valuable because you're only following up with people that actually have business to send to you. So once we had this data, we created the perfect prospect process. So now that we know how we need to actually target, your referral marketing just became 83% more profitable, because the 83% of people that we don't want to mess with are completely gone, and every single outreach that we make is worth far more money because we're focused on the right people. And in secret number 3, I'm going to tell you exactly what to say and how to triple the amount of referrals that you get from a referral partner. But before we do that, we got to fill your calendar, right? So before we dive into the system that I'm about to give you to fill your calendar, I hear these objections all the time. I won't work with realtors because they're not loyal. Stop working with bad agents. Be precise, be specific. Only work with the top producers that fit with you. There is far more of them than there are of you, and you get to choose. I only want you to have a 20% acceptance rate because I want you to have good partners that actually are invested with you, that will work long-term so that you have a beautiful relationship. 100%, hands down, those relationships are there. I mentioned Justin Abbott at the beginning of today's presentation. My wife is from Newfoundland. Justin picked up, moved his real estate business to Newfoundland, and every time I post on Facebook that I'm going to Newfoundland, Justin reaches out to me, we get together, he hosts us for a barbecue, we have a great time. It's 15 years later, and we're still friends, we're still hanging out, and still having a great time together because he was the right partner. You can have those types of relationships in the mortgage and real estate business if you are selective and you only work with the proper partners. Now, the other objection that I hear all the time is they won't send me deals because if I don't have deals to send to them, right? That's the age-old mortgage real estate problem that we run into. Well, here's the big secret that most top producers won't tell you, but I get insights on the podcast all the time. Top producing partners don't need your business. They already have lots of business, right? They want somebody that can help them make more of the business that they already have. They have too many leads. They have a database of referrals that they're not calling. They've got a database of past clients that they could do a better job working with. They've got leads coming in and they're not happy with the conversion on the leads that they're already generating. They're not going to come to you and be like, I want more leads. That's a problem that they already have that they need solved. I don't want more leads. I want more customers. And when you follow the framework that I'm about to give you, you're able to solve that problem and produce far more revenue without any additional ad spend, without any new leads in their funnel, without any of that, just by providing value to them. So if somebody comes to you and it's like, okay, I need you to generate 200 leads, or you've got to pay $1,000 in my Zillow budget every month. They don't have enough business to send to you anyway. So you get to say no. And it's just like, no, I don't do that. On to the next one, because there's plenty of business out there with the partners that do have the business. Now, the third one that I get all the time is I don't want to beg for business or seem like I'm chasing agents all of the time. Well, if you have a system for outreach, it's not you doing the outreach, it's the system. Just like a surgeon or a lawyer or a politician, right? What do all those people have? They have assistants, right? And your technology and your system that you're going to get today, that places you above everybody else that's cold calling. It positions you in a position of power so that when they actually get on the phone with you, they respect you and they understand that you've got the system that's valuable to them. So they come to you with respect. They don't show up on the first call with their backup. It's like, hey, I'm interested. You booked this appointment with me. I booked this appointment with you because of the awesome automation, because of the really cool things that I'm seeing you doing. And it's very easy for you to open up that conversation. So you don't have to feel like you're begging for the business or that you're chasing people, because the system is doing it for you. You're just showing up to a pre-qualified appointment and you've got more of them than you need. So you're able to come from that position of authority where it's like, if you say no, that's okay. Next, I've got lots of appointments of qualified partners, right? So on to secret number 2. If you want to double your referral partners, you need an appointment system. And this is exactly how to fill your calendar with daily appointments while you're working and actually taking applications, which is the money-making activity. So let me ask you this. Does this sound familiar? And if it does, I want you to put a 2 in the comments, okay? So put a 2 in the comments if this sounds familiar. You come to a presentation like this, there's lots of great trainers out there that have, go get a list of realtors, give them a call, right? You get motivated, you come home from the conference or you get off the webinar, you make some calls, you send some emails, you're all jazzed up, right? And you get results. It happens, you get meetings. If you actually reach out, you will actually get meetings. It's crazy, it works, right? So you get meetings and you get a few referral partners, but then you stop making the calls, right? Because you got busy, right? You got a couple of deals, or maybe, you had a bad appointment and you just, you woke up the next day and you're like, man, I'm not going to cold call. I'm not going to chase agents anymore. I just don't want to do that anymore. So you stop doing the activity that filled the calendar, right? So maybe you were doing 1 appointment a week. If you were really crushing it, you were doing 1 appointment a day. If you're one of our agents that are on the executive, you're doing 5 appointments a day, right? Well, when you are the one that's actually doing the work and making the cold calls, you're going to stop doing them. It's just human nature. It happens 99.9% of the time, right? Well, if you stop making the calls, you stop getting the referrals, you stop the relationships with the referral partners, and your pipeline dries up, right? It's that roller coaster in the mortgage industry of, if you don't make the calls, you're not going to get results. If you've had something like that happen to you, put a 2 in the comments. Lords. Yep, it's just human nature. That's Taylor put like 22s in there. That's Dennis, Patricia, Bob, Alex, Trina. Yes, absolutely. It's a huge problem for us, right? And that's normal. I do it too, right? It's not that we're not wrong, and it's totally not our fault. It's just human nature. So you've all seen this guy here pushing the eternal rock up the hill, right? And you get to if Epiphysis, I think, is like the Greek myth that this is based around. But anyways, that's us in the mortgage industry. We're pushing this rock up a hill. We never get it to the top because we stop making the calls and we stop doing the activities that get to that cresting point. Because there is a point where you get the momentum in the referral business where all of a sudden your calendar's full. And then it's super easy to keep it there, but you have to keep the appointments being booked. And if there's one thing that I can share with you to take away from today's presentation, it is that the system never sleeps. The system doesn't make mistakes. The system is the same every single time with the script. The script doesn't get sick. The system doesn't take days off. It is quite literally the thing that you need. Imagine being able to take a dump truck, you put a brick on the gas pedal, you put it underneath the boulder, and you hop out and you watch the machine push the boulder off the top of the hill while you sit down and just chill, right? That's what this system does in your business. And your inability to keep the momentum going is not your fault. You just haven't been told the number one key to success. And that is, there's only one way to double your sales. It is to double your appointments. And the only way to double your appointments is to have an automated appointment booking system in place in your business with the right scripts, the right templates, and have it set up correctly so that it's actually working for you every single day. That is how you solve this problem. And again, I've been doing this for more than 2 years. It is math. My massive aha moment came when my calendar got to the point where I could not handle all of the appointments that we were bringing in from the automations. And then I started and got the wonderful blessing of growing a sales team around me, right? Because it got to a point where it was like, I can't shut this thing off. There's so much momentum. There's so many leads. There's so many appointments. And it's so reliable. Like if I can look at a system and it does the exact same thing for 6 months in a row, huzzah, you've got it, right? And you can do that with referral partners. Even if you're in a very small marketplace, you can generate more referral partners than you can actually handle. And your calendar gets filled with a system. Remember here, Lenny, 124 appointments in a month. Acacia, 119 appointments with qualified realtors doing more than 8 buy-side transactions a year filled in that calendar using the exact system. So now, remember our success framework from earlier. You're going to meet with one new referral partner a day. And in order to do that, you need to make 45 outbound calls and outreaches per day. That's 30 minutes of prep to get your list ready, 2 hours of cold calling, and then a 30-minute appointment. That's 3 hours every single day. Watch this. In our system, you load your contacts in at the beginning of the month. You put them into the campaign so that they're all ready to go, and then the system does 45 outreaches per day. That means you have 0 minutes of prep, 0 minutes of cold calling, and just one 30-minute appointment per day. So you go from having to work 3 hours every single day, making cold calls and chasing people, to just showing up to one pre-booked appointment of somebody who already wants to meet with you because of the system. Do you see the change there? I'm trying to tip over our own little rock here. When I can get you to understand that you don't have to make the cold calls and all you have to do is show up to the appointments, then I can get you to the point where you're like, oh, well, one appointment a day is nothing. That's 30. I can do 5. If I can get you to the point where you can do 5 realtor or divorce attorney, doesn't matter, right? If you can do 5 referral appointments per day, okay, and you can do it for 30 days, I can change your life. Hands down. But I have to get you to experience 1 a day before you can actually convince yourself that you can do 5 and that the system is there and that the automation is there. And this took me years to figure out, to get through my own head, to get through my own limiting beliefs as to what this system can actually do. So this is the executive recruiter. This is the exact process and the exact system that we generate our own results for in our business and generate results for our clients. So this is the system to fill your calendar with up to 5 qualified referral partner appointments per day. Step number 1, get your perfect prospect list, okay? In your marketplace, you need a list of people that are doing 8 or more buy-side transactions a year. You get that list and then you load it into the software. Step number 2, you pick your offer. I cannot stress how important this is because the offer is what is going to get the realtor to meet with you, and it's going to pre-frame them on why they want to show up ready to actually send the business to you. So the first offer is the coffee appointment. It's pretty simple. Hey, I've heard some great things about you. You're awesome. I'm awesome. Let's get together, have a cup of coffee, see if we're a good fit to work together, right? It works. Again, it's a numbers game. You just make enough calls, you'll get enough appointments out of that. But there are better offers out there. The second one that I really like is the irresistible offer. And that irresistible offer is, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Top Producer, how's your lead conversion going? Have you called your past customer database in the last 90 days? No, they haven't. Okay, great. Well, I can call that database for you every 90 days, have my system work those leads for you and generate more business. Now, in doing all of the realtor appointments that I've done over the years, it's very rare that you will get a realtor that will say, yes, you can have my database and you can call my past customers. So we need to baby step them into that relationship. And so what we say to them is, hey, are you buying leads? And they'll say yes, right? And most top producers that are aggressive are buying leads from Zillow or Boomtown, or they've got their own leads going, or just inbound phone calls. And you say, look, I can double the amount of appointments that you generate from those leads. You can give me the old leads, give me the leads in real time. My system, again, which is going to have your white label on it, it's going to be your brand on that system, it will convert those inbound leads for you. If I provide the system for you, is that worth us having a conversation about you referring business over to us? Once you send over those referrals, let's turn this system on, right? And again, putting that caveat in there for the referrals and asking for the business. So that's the irresistible offer. The next is the webinar/podcast expert. So what this is you host a value-based event in your local marketplace every single month. And you can do it every week, you can do it bi-weekly, but we say once a month because it's a lot when you first get started with it. So what you do is you host that event and you invite your realtors, financial planners, investment advisors, all your referral partners, you invite them onto that event, you feature them. The thing I love about this strategy the most is they're going to promote the event to their database. So you go out and get one of the top 10 realtors in your local marketplace, and they're going to be hosted on your February market update webinar. And you go out to the marketplace and say, hey, we're hosting an event in February. We're having this top producing realtor on the show, and they're going to tell you what the average days on market are, what home prices are doing right now. They're going to showcase a couple of listings so that you get an idea what the value is. They're going to give you 3 tips on how to sell your home. They're going to give you 3 tips on how to sell your home or buy your home, and come show up. Then you give a little mortgage presentation at the end. Well, the whole purpose of that is to highlight the realtor, because the realtor sends it out to their database. The realtor talks about it on social media, invites people from social media. So what are you doing? You're hoovering all of the highest quality leads that top producing realtor has in their database to your event so that you can follow up with them after the event, while at the same time providing massive value to the realtor. And again, this can be done in a webinar format. It can be done in a podcast format. The lead generation templates, the follow-ups, how to get people on the events, even the advertisements that promote them come with the software that I'm giving you access to at the end. So if you thought, oh, webinar, that's complicated, it's literally already built for you inside the system, ready, waiting to go for you. So I love the webinar because I can run leads through it. So I can run ads on Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube. I can drive people to that event. I can get a webinar registrant for like $15 a piece. So even if I've got a realtor who doesn't have a big list, you can still run a webinar with 25, 50 people on it. And it's some of the highest quality leads that you can get in your local marketplace, plus you win the relationship. And then you're just rotating that. You're getting it to get a financial planner relationship, an insurance relationship, a lawyer relationship. You can invite all of these people onto your show and just highlight them every month. So I absolutely love that offer. And when you're reaching out and you're saying, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Top Producer, I would like to feature you on my show, it's a very easy way to fill your calendar with high quality referral partners that want to meet with you and talk to you. And then finally, there's the lead generator. And inside the software that you have access to at the end of the presentation, I have filled it with all of our lead generation templates. So if you want to generate buyer leads or seller leads for local real estate agents, if you want to generate insurance leads or wealth management leads, or you just want to generate your own mortgage leads or refinance leads or reverse mortgage leads or Homes for Heroes leads, you can take the funnels that are pre-built, the landing pages, the thank you pages, and all of the follow-up text messages and emails and ringless voicemails and call scripts. All of that is pre-built for you inside the software right now so that you can take any offer that you want and drive leads into your funnel so that you can then share those leads with your referral partners. So it doesn't matter which offer you pick, but you got to pick one. And then that is what you go and promote to the market so that you can fill your calendar with your perfect list. So step 1, get your list loaded in the software. Step 2, pick the offer that you want. And then again, every single one of these funnels is pre-built inside the software that you can white label at the end of the event. Step 3, you customize your call and outreach scripts. So you take your perfect list of prospects, your realtors, you drop them into the system, and it books appointments for you. You have an appointment. Step 4 is set up your appointment reminder system, because when you book an appointment with somebody, you have to remind them to actually get them to show up. This dramatically increases the number of referral partners that you actually talk to. And then step number 5 is you deliver the perfect appointment presentation. Okay. So first off, in delivering the perfect appointment, these people are going to be skeptical when they come in and they have the first appointment. They're going to think, hey, it's going to be boring, and you're going to sit down and talk to them about like your rates and your service and your products and how fast you close their deals. And they don't care about any of that stuff, right? The other thing is they're going to think that you've got something to sell them. So you initially need to get over those by saying, hey, look, I don't have anything to sell you today. I'm not going to bore you with a rate sheet. If you want mortgage information, you can call me afterwards and let's do that over the phone. But right now, this is all about you. I want to get to know you. I would like to know how you've built such a great business and what makes you tick, right? And you actually start talking about them. You can frog them, the whole Brian Tracy thing where you talk about family, relationships, occupation, goals, that sort of thing. But it's just warming them up so that you can actually learn about them. The thing that I like to focus on most is family. Like, tell me about your family, tell me about your kids, what are you guys all about? And then what is it that you spend your time doing that you really enjoy? And don't tell me about your business, tell me about the thing that you really love. I was at this party and had a great relationship that was built with an executive who really enjoyed model trains. And it was just like, I asked him that question. I was like, everybody probably asks you what you do, but what I'm really interested in is what's the thing that you enjoy spending your time doing the most? And that question right there is a great way to break the ice, because it gives them a license to talk about whatever it is that they're actually passionate about. And some of them are just all about business. Awesome, that's great. You can talk about that all day long. But most people have these funny things that they really are passionate about. And you're going to be one of the only people that's willing to actually sit there and genuinely be interested and talk about it with them. So you make the conversation all about them and that one unique thing that they're really interested in. And then you can turn the conversation to, look, in the business, what are you working on right now? Like, what's interesting to you in the business right now? And the reason why you ask that question is because you want to identify the number one pain point that they have. What is the number one thing that they think is holding them back? You don't want to label them with a problem. You want them to label themselves with a problem so that you can determine where there's value in the relationship. Now, then you can set the expectation like, hey, if they talk about lead gen, they don't have enough leads. Okay, great. Well, I can help you generate those leads if you like. I got a system. We can talk about that. Let's set up another appointment. I can demo the system and just show you how it works. If it's database marketing that's a problem, maybe they're just concerned about, hey, I've got this client and I don't know how to push them over the edge. I'm so frustrated with this client. They say they want to buy, but I just can't get them to pull the trigger. It's like, great. I can help you with that by putting together a mortgage presentation and showing them why now statistically is a phenomenal time to buy a home. Whatever it is, you've got to get them to tell you what their major problem is so that after the meeting, you can go do research and put together a follow-up that's specifically designed to give them a piece of information or to help them solve that problem. That's the whole reason why you're doing it, so that you can follow up after the meeting, right? So in the meeting, you say, hey, I'm probably going to be able to help you with that. Let's set a follow-up so that I can show you exactly how to do that. Then at the end, you ask for the business. You have to ask for the business every single time. It will be awkward like the first 3 or 4 times that you do it. And then after that, it's like you won't be able to believe that you didn't do it before. You just say, look, I'm trying to grow my business. That's why I'm here. That's why we're doing these appointments. It was just awesome that we were able to jive and have a great conversation. But the reason why I originally set up the appointment is because I want to be able to help anybody that you know that's looking to buy, sell, or refinance. Do you have anybody right now that you would like me to get pre-qualified so that you can see how we work together? Okay. Simple ask for the business every single time, and then set the next appointment before you leave the first appointment. Don't say, okay, I'll reach out and I'm looking forward to getting together again. It's, hey, I had a really great time today. Does the second Tuesday from today at 2:00 work for you so we can get together again? And you book it on their calendar during the appointment, so it's already set, so you don't have to follow up. That way, you're not following up to get an appointment, you're following up to provide value. And that's step 5 and how to deliver the perfect appointment. This is Parker. Again, first year in the business, converted 26 new referral partners. They've all sent him a deal that is funded, and he's done $11.5 million in volume in his first year in the business from just 26 referral partners following that framework. Now, you might be thinking, I don't have the right contacts to reach out to. Well, now you do. You now have access to the perfect contacts because you know that the information is out there. You might be thinking top performers won't respond. Well, now you've got the right messaging and the right offers to use in order to get a top producer to actually respond to you. And top producers won't meet with me. I hear this one all the time. Well, now you've got the right offer to actually get those people to agree to have a meeting with you and actually show up so that you can start to build the relationship and give the value-based offer. Or you might be thinking, I've done referral partner meetings before and they didn't convert. And now you've got the follow-up system and a reason for following up so that you can continue the relationship, all right? So who here thinks the executive recruiter system is awesome? Quite literally, get a list of contacts, drop it into the system with the offer that you've chosen that you feel is the most valuable for your market. It automatically follows up, automatically books the appointments with the referral partners, and you just show up, deliver your value-based presentation, and then pop them into your follow-up system. So if you think that's awesome, go ahead, hit me with a 3 in the comments and let me know what you thought of that. Awesome, right on. And Francis, thank you so much for getting the Q&A going. Taylor with the 3, Bob, Sonny, Manuel. Bob Martin says, I presume you may change the offer from time to time. Bob, absolutely. What I do, and I've been doing this, I know the offers well, right? So I'll actually go into the appointment and customize the offer to whoever it is, because I know all of the systems that are inside the CRM. So I can pick out of my toolkit the perfect offer every single time. That's why our conversion ratio is so ridiculously high, because I can just hear the pain point and go, oh, I have the solution for that here. And like, I'll go out and I'll bring a laptop with me and just be like, here, check this out. We could run a webinar together, and this is what the webinar registration page looks like. Here's how we drive traffic. Here's another client that we've had where, you know, it's $15 a lead to drive through the funnel. Would you like to run a webinar together? And they're just like, yeah, that's amazing. Because they've already told me that that's what I want. So I handpick the offers based on the pain point that they tell me when they're in the actual meeting themselves. So hopefully that helps as well. Tons of 3s here. Okay, this is awesome. I'm glad you're getting value from this. So secret number 3, there's one simple thing that you can do to get far more deals from every single referral relationship. And this is how to make sure that you're actually getting referrals from the referrals that you meet with. How many of you have gone out and you've done a meeting with a realtor and you're like, that was amazing. That was amazing. I'll get a referral tomorrow. That was such a good meeting. And then it's crickets. And there's nothing, there's no follow-up. And the follow-up is so painful because you're like, I had this incredible meeting. I thought there was going to be referrals right away. What do I say? I'm a very socially awkward individual. You get into that meeting and it's just like, how do I follow up? How do I follow up with that person without just calling and being like, do you have any deals for me? Or just like, I enjoyed our conversation. How are you? You know what I mean? And if you've ever been in that situation, hit me with a 4 in the comments. And because I know I've been there so many times. But today, you're not going to find yourself in that situation in the future because you're so much further ahead of your competition and what they're doing or what you may have done in the past, which again is totally not your fault. You just didn't understand the full process of what you need to do in the system. So first off, we're going to be focused on the right contacts. And so higher value individuals that are doing a lot more business will follow up, right? You've got the right offer. You've got a proven formula to fill your appointment with meetings. Your outreach is automated every day, and you have more appointments than you need to be successful, so you feel confident. So there's a lot of limiting beliefs around this. Realtors will send me business if they like me. If you go in and you have an appointment with a realtor and it's like the best meeting ever and it's like they're your long lost brother or sister, they still won't send you business because, well, basically you have to ask for it. It comes down to that. They will only send me business if I send them leads or agree to pay for their advertising. I get this one all of the time. It's like, Chris, I did the irresistible offer and I haven't gotten any business yet, but that's because I haven't converted any of their leads yet. The way that you position the irresistible offer is, I'm going to help you with this system and we're going to turn it on once we've got some referrals going through the pipeline. The value that you're providing to them is your intellectual property and the system. It's not, I'm going to give you a deal that funds and then you give me a deal that funds. Okay. And again, a top producer will understand that, and you just need to position it properly. Then they will keep sending me business if I do a good job with their clients, right? No, they will get poached if you don't maintain that relationship. And what we've discovered is that referral partners will not send you business unless you ask for the business and you follow up consistently with value, solving their problems and asking for the business every time you talk to them. Referral partners will send you business if you build a relationship and add value, and that is what you do with the software. The software is the tool that you're using to provide the value. And then you must stay in front of your referral partners consistently to protect the relationship and keep the referrals coming in. That's just the nature of the business. Again, your offer gives you the reason to reach out. If you're running a webinar with them, think of all the amazing conversations that you get to have with that person in between. Yes, we're going to run a webinar together, to, hey, it's webinar time. You get to, there's at least 4 meetings that you can have with that partner in between. And every single time you get to provide value, that you're working together, and ask for the referrals. Same thing with the irresistible offer. Same thing if you're just helping them with their database, or same thing if you're just helping them convert their leads better. Again, these are all incredibly easy ways for you to have a reason to follow up and talk to them once a week and build the relationship and ask for the business. Now, your follow-up has to be automated, 100%, because otherwise, what's going to happen? We end up on the roller coaster, right? We're not going to make the calls. So once you have that, and again, we have a system inside the CRM that's completely automated. So once you have a meeting with a realtor referral partner, you just drop them into the sequence and it continues to follow up based on the offer that you've given them. So the webinar has a webinar follow-up. The irresistible offer has an irresistible follow-up. And again, we're going to get on the phone once a week, and you've got access to daily calls with my team. They'll help you customize these messages. So if you want to create your own custom offer, we'll actually help you build that automatic follow-up so that you can take that person, drop the tag on them, and then that new referral partner is getting nurtured once a week without you actually having to do it. And then you just simply repeat the process for every referral partner that you have an appointment with. So before today, you may have thought referral partners don't have enough business to send me, right? That's because you're with the wrong partners. Referral partners are not loyal. That's because you don't have the right offer and an automated system to keep them in a relationship with you. I don't know how to reach out. Well, we solve that by giving the actual scripting templates to do the reach out and the automated system that does the reach out for you. I don't know what to say to get them to send their business. Now we've got 4 offers that you can use in order to build value and actually get them to send that business. I hear this one all the time. I won't stay consistent, so why start? Well, the system makes you consistent because again, it never sleeps, never gets sick, never changes the messages. All you need is the system in order to make that work. X is about to happen, so I will just wait. Right? So many people say, hey, my brother's getting married, so I've got to go to BC next month and I'm just going to wait until that's done. Well, guess what? Success waits for no one. And the opportunity is going to be taken by the time you get back. So taking action today is the first step in order to make sure. And unless you've got something imminent like tomorrow, you can literally hop on the calls tomorrow and have a system up and running in less than a week. I want you with actual referral partner appointments in the next 30 days, and anybody can do that regardless of what you have going on in your life right now. I mean, obviously there's some, circumstances, and we're cognizant of that. But for 90% of the people here on this presentation, it's just an excuse that we're giving ourselves to not take action because our lizard brain is like, it's easier to do nothing than it is to actually do something. Not us. We're here because we're doers, and we're going to do something about this today, and we're going to fill your calendar with qualified referral partners. And the next one I hear all the time is, I need to get my CRM set up properly before I can launch. Well, your CRM is a time waster. What you need is an appointment booking system, and I'm delivering that to you on a silver platter today. Let's face it, referral marketing used to be hard, but it's not anymore, okay? I've got the solution for me. Let me ask you a question. If I give you a magic box with everything that you needed to launch your referral partner marketing system today, would you do it? If it was literally a magic box, it had all the scripts, it had all the templates, you could literally go in, click a couple of buttons, and actually get a system up and running, would you do it today? Well, that's what we have today with the Inner Circle. And this is the Connection Incorporated Inner Circle. And what this is us giving you all of the support that you need in order to make the system work. This is the perfect solution with the least amount of techie hurdles. And I'm about to give you my $1 million secret. So we have a software system. It's called Connect My Leads. You've probably heard about it from Connection Incorporated. What I've decided to do this year is to give away the actual software company that produces that software for us. Again, roughly $496,000 in revenue in the last year for our company, and I've decided to give the secret away. So the reason why is because when you get direct access to this software, you get to put your brand and your label on it. So it's no longer Connect My Leads. Now it's your mortgage company's marketing tool. And you can provide sub-accounts to all of your realtors and financial planners and investment advisors. Now it comes preloaded with all of our templates, our lead generation pages for generating leads, the webinar funnels, the podcast funnels, the database activator, the executive recruiter, everything that you need in order to make this stuff work. It's all in there. Over 2 years of development of everything that we've built in that system. You get that loaded into your snapshot, but it's got your branding on it, and it's got you've got my blessing to use my campaigns to grow your business underneath your brand. It includes everything, including our call scripts, the power dialer, the online review requesting tool, sales pipeline for tracking all of your leads, calendar integration so that you can automatically book appointments in your calendar, our social media planning and posting tool, a website chat widget that goes right on your website that converts leads directly from your website. And again, the whole thing is white labeled and you can provide it to all of your partners. This is James Lowen, one of our clients. Over 20% of his overall revenue comes from the systems that we implement using this software. He's one of the largest mortgage brokers in Canada. He's phenomenal. This is Nick Lecuyer, our client. In 2022, we collected just under $100,000 in gross revenue from the marketing systems that Connection Inc. helps us implement using their system. That is the system that you get access to here today for a ridiculously low price, which I'm super excited to tell you about in just a second here. This is Vince. In the last year, we generated $416,000 as a result of the marketing systems ran for us in our business. Again, that was through the Connect My Leads platform. This system is ridiculously powerful. There's all of these testimonials that go along here. I won't take all of the time here because we want to wrap up, but I love this one from Dayaki. Even with rates rising, on our first day of calling with our new executive concierge, we took 6 new mortgage applications and received 2 more referrals. Like if you have past customers that you're not reaching out to and you're not booking at least 3 networking appointments with qualified realtors, this can change your life. 100%, regardless of market conditions, there's business out there to be had if you're doing the right activities to actually go out and get the business. So who will this work for? If you have a past database of leads and past customers that you're not reaching out to, hands down, this is a slam dunk. If you want a steady pipeline and new referral partners to meet with every week, again, slam dunk. If you're looking for a way to drive new high quality leads, all of our lead generation funnels are included in this thing. If you want to dramatically increase the appointments from your existing leads and you're buying leads from Zillow or you're generating your own leads, again, the pipeline that you need with the text messages and the emails and the ringless voicemails and everything that you need to convert, they're all in there. If you feel overwhelmed by technology, but understand it's crucial to succeed, we've got you. So what we're doing is we're giving you the software and we're giving you access to daily calls with our team so that you get the support that you need. Because when you buy a piece of software, it's complicated and everybody gets overwhelmed, and most people are not successful with CRMs or software because it can do everything and they just need to be told, okay, do this, 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 and this, and then they need help every single day in order to actually click the buttons. Like, where do I click? Where do I go? It's a brand new piece of software. You're not going to know where to click. So you can hop on this call and literally have us walk you through setting up those campaigns. And then you're getting access. So daily, you get those calls with my media buyers and the people that build my marketing campaigns for me so they can build those systems with you on that daily call. Then you get access to the weekly mastermind call with myself. So every Thursday we get together and I talk about what's working now, showcase members that are having success, and talk to you and actually get answers to your questions answered so that you are successful. So all of that, direct access to the white label program is a $497 value. Daily office hour calls, we're putting a value of $1,000 on that. The weekly mastermind calls with myself, there's a $2,500 value on that. My consulting is $5,000 a month, and my consulting clients get 2 calls a month with me, a call every other week. So for you to be able to have weekly access to me on those calls, hands down is worth $2,500. We're being very conservative with the values on here. Now, again, when you access the software, it's overwhelming. So I'm giving you daily support to answer your questions from my team, our proven roadmap on what to focus on first, that you're actually following along and getting results. We start with the database activator, then we get the executive recruiter, then we double the number of appointments that you generate from your leads, and we just continue on in your business, activating all those low-hanging areas of fruit. Our account experts to coach you through launching your campaigns, access to learn from other members and see how other people are being successful with the software so that you don't have to figure out your own ideas, just follow what other people are doing that are being successful. Full support for you or your assistant. So if you have somebody else that you want to run this in your business, you've got full access to have those people on the calls. And our account managers are authorized to build campaigns with you on the call. So let's say you want a Facebook advertising campaign. You can show up and be like, hey, I want to generate buyer leads for my real estate agent on Google. No problem. We're going to give you our keywords. We're going to give you the targeting. We're going to give you everything on that call and walk you through your Google ad platform and help you set the whole thing up. We charge $1,500 a month for ads management on Google. You can literally just show up on the daily calls and every day get a little bit of that system built for you, where you're getting $1,500 worth of management every single month for free when you buy through our affiliate link. And again, you're getting access to the calls with me so that you never feel lost. You can always just show up and be like, Chris, this is what I'm struggling with in my business. This is what I'm trying to do. And I will walk you through exactly what to do in order to generate results. You get custom campaigns or custom planning and campaigns for your business built with my years of experience, and direct access to new campaigns as we launch them. We're constantly working. The market is constantly changing, and we're constantly working on new campaigns that are generating results. You also get to learn from our concierge experts. And this is our people that are booking appointments for all of our clients every single day. So you can literally follow along and learn their scripts and learn what they're doing to generate results. And you get full transparency on how we're using the software to build Connection Incorporated. At least once a month, I come out and actually show you, here's how we're generating leads. Here's our funnel. Here's how much we're spending per lead. Here's how many of our leads turn into appointments, so that you can look at your own funnel and see whether or not it's working and whether your metrics are where they need to be. And again, the most successful campaigns are the campaigns to your database and to your referral partners, and we're going to get those launched right away. So daily support, ongoing support, never get stuck because you've got coaching support and guidance, a proven roadmap and coaching so you never get stuck or overwhelmed, and you always know how to grow your business right now. And then the motivation from the community, from myself and from your account manager, that makes you successful implementing long term. When you get this software, you get to eliminate all of this software, okay? It's $7,516 a month. Even if you just replaced some of your other marketing software like ClickFunnels, Hootsuite, Phone Burner, your SMS service, your Power Dialer, like, it's a ridiculous value for the price. If you take all of the things that we were able to eliminate, it's $7,516 per month in value. And that doesn't even factor in the most valuable benefit, which is your time. I mean, how much is your time worth? We're going to save you hours and hours and hours of time, because we're literally just feeding you the blueprint that already works, and you're just taking the campaign templates and just applying it to the contacts in your business with support every single day to help you do it. The combination of the software, the coaching, and the support saves you at least 10 hours just on the setup of the whole thing. So if you look at all of the online marketing campaigns, plus the help, plus the daily calls, that's a $2,500 value. Plus you get direct access to my team that runs my ads every day. So you can help them, have them help you with your campaigns every single day. So that's Google, Facebook, Instagram. We just added YouTube and TikTok. So if you're running ads on YouTube and TikTok, our campaign managers and media buyers will actually come on and help you build those campaigns. Those campaigns on Google, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok we've got campaigns for mortgage leads, refinance leads, reverse mortgage leads, private money, doctors, hero campaigns, and the ones that I love the most, the real estate buyer and seller campaigns, how to drive traffic to your webinars, and more. It quite literally replaces all of the expensive ads management that you may be investing in right now. You can cancel those programs and come get support from us and save thousands of dollars on management and hours of time by having us walk you through actually setting up and optimizing your campaigns. So if we take a look at that, it's easily worth $2,500. Now, we're also giving you daily social media content, which we've put a value of $500 on. So a little spoiler alert, I don't write our social media ads or posts that are not videos. Why? Because time is money and social media takes a lot of time, but it must happen every single day. So as a member, I'm giving you pre-written US and Canadian mortgage content every single day for you to swipe and deploy. And inside the software is a social media management tool. So you can literally get all of the comments that come in, moderate all your comments, reply to all your, on everything, Facebook, Instagram, your Google business page, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. It integrates with all of them. And you can schedule your posts inside the tool and have it post across all of those platforms all at once, which saves you a ridiculous amount of time. And that's included in the software for no additional charge. Now, the other thing that I'm giving you is a license for you to sell my campaigns to your referral partners. Again, almost $500,000 in revenue that we generated last year selling these services through the software. And now you can take my campaigns pre-done for you and sell them to your realtors, your financial planners, your investment advisors. Now you can also provide them for free. It's your software. You can choose what you want to do. But quite literally, one of the biggest problems that these top performing referral partners that I've showed you how to get appointments with every single day, well, their biggest problem is that they don't know how to do their database marketing. They don't have a system to generate leads. They don't have an automated system for converting leads. They don't have a system for automatically booking appointments in their businesses. You are able to come in with a solution that solves a massive problem for them. And you've got now access to the marketing platform and the team that you need to be able to take care of that database marketing, to take care of their lead conversion with them. So this service is so valuable. You could have a sub business just going out and selling this service for $500 a month to realtors and financial planners and just say, hey, it's worth $1,000 a month. I'll give it to you for $500 if you agree to send me your mortgage business. And again, the whole thing's white labeled under your platform. It's an incredible value. So in addition to that, I'm also giving you our business marketing class, which is an 8-module training that shows you exactly how to set up any online funnel that you want. So it's how to do your database marketing, how to run ads on Facebook, how to run ads on Google, how to run ads on YouTube, everything included. It's an 8-module course. We sell it for $5,000 and you get access to the whole thing today. So if you take the total value of everything that you've got, just in the bonuses, it's $12,997 in value. And if all this did was finally get your database marketing automated, would it be worth it? Like, would it be worth $12,997 to have a system that follows up with your past clients every 90 days and generates that business for you? What about filling your calendar with a brand new referral partner appointment once a day? What's that worth to you in your business? Would it be worth $12,997? Absolutely, it would be, because this is going to work for you for your entire career, continuing to fill your calendar. What if it just doubled the appointments that you generate from the leads that you're getting in your business right now? Would it be worth it? What if you stacked all 3 of those together? Of course, it's worth that. Well, obviously, I'm not going to charge you the $12,997. Now, this is hands down absolutely worth $1,997. And that is going to be the price for the general public. But because you're here during the launch, you can get started today for just $297. So here's how this works. Right now, you go to CIinnercircle.com. So CI, which stands for Connection Incorporated, so CIinnercircle.com. That's going to take you to a page for a piece of software called High Level. High Level is the software that powers Connect My Leads. It's quite literally their software. We just have our logo branded on top, the exact same as you're going to have when you purchase the software, right? Then what we do is we take all of the campaigns, so the lead generation pages, the text messages, the emails, all the follow-up sequences, everything, all the automations that we have inside of Connect My Leads. When you purchase through our affiliate link, we're going to take all of those, we're going to load them into your account with a license so that you can sell those campaigns out to anybody that you want to in the marketplace, as far as realtors, financial planners, investment advisors. Okay. So now you've got the system fully built. It's like buying a kit car and having it assembled for you, and it comes out like a Ferrari. Like, it's quite literally 2 years of development, and we're not charging you anything for the templates. You get access to my team on daily calls so that you can get support, and you get access to a weekly mastermind with me. You get access to the daily social media content, everything, and you can get started today for just $297 a month. Now, the Inner Circle is $997 a month. We have members that are paying that right now. You get it completely free when you buy through our affiliate link, and that is at ciinnercircle.com. Now, here's the outrageous thing. I'm giving you 14 days to try the whole thing out for free. So when you go to ciinnercircle.com, it's going to ask you to fill out all your information, your payment information. You're not going to be charged for 14 days. You've got a full 14 days to open up the software, check it out, make sure it's a good fit for you, attend the trainings, show up to the mastermind calls, experience the whole thing for a full 2 weeks to make sure that it's the fit for you. And then your card gets charged the $297. Now, there is a $97 option and there's a $497 option. When you get to the page, you'll only see the $97 option and the $297 option. You have to choose the $297 option in order to get access to the offer today, okay? So go to ciinnercircle.com, sign up for the $297 offer. Down the road, they will offer you the $497 a month option, and what that gives you is access to a white label app. And so that way you can keep track of all of your leads, what you've given to your referral partners, all of that inside the system in an online application. So that, just to let you know, there is the opportunity for an upsell later on down the road, but for today it's $297, which is ridiculous. So head on over to ciinnercircle.com. So right now you've got two options. One, do nothing. And we all know if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting the same results that you've gotten up until this point. So if you're here today and you're like completely happy with what it is that you're doing and you just wanted to check it out, that's awesome. That's amazing. Sometimes it's an option, right? But I'm assuming that you're here on this training because you want more high quality realtor referral partners in your business. If you were here last week, you want more deals from your past customer database, and you want more meetings with qualified referral partners, right? Well, now you've got both of those things packaged together in this thing. And week 3 and week 4, you're going to get 2 other great campaigns that I'm going to walk you through. You get access to all 4 right away when you invest today. So if you want to transform your database marketing, book new realtor referral partners and just general referral partner meetings every single week, and double the appointments from all your leads, all while you're working smart, not hard, go to ciinnercircle.com, sign up for the free 14-day trial, get started today, because this is a new pathway. This is quite literally a new career that you can start moving from today forward. The market is going to do what the market is going to do. We do not control rates going up or down. We do not control how many houses are going to be sold in the marketplace, right? What we do control is how many referral partners we're in front of that actually have the business to send us. If it was me, and this is not that I have a script, but this is completely off script. But if it was me and I was starting a mortgage company right now, I would be hands down on fire doing appointments with only the top realtors in the local marketplace. And I would be giving the webinar offer to those people so that I can run ads and generate the highest quality leads that are available in that marketplace and get all the leads from their databases. I'd be doing one a week. I'd be doing a webinar every single week with top performers and just hammering that webinar funnel, which I give you inside the software. The number 2 thing that I would be doing, I'd be hammering divorce attorneys. Okay. This sounds a little bit weird, but I'm here to coach you through the process of making more money in your business. Divorce attorneys have deals that must be done. And because of COVID and because of the crunch that people are feeling right now, divorce rates are through the roof. There are divorce attorneys that have more business than they can possibly do right now. So if you're sitting there being like, my pipeline's dried up, I don't have enough customers to talk to, I can tell you that there are 2 or 3 law offices very, very close to you in your local marketplace that have more business than they know what to do with. And you should be going out and offering to help with that business, right? Again, using the right offer to get in touch with those people so that you can win that business. And then the third thing that I'd be doing is I would be hammering down on investor networks. People that have communities of people that are looking to invest and flip real estate. Okay? Why? A really good real estate investor will flip a property a month. Okay? That's 12 deals a year. Not only do you get them on the initial purchase, but what are they doing? They're doing the BRRRR method, which means they're going to try and refinance that property as fast as they possibly can. And you have the opportunity to introduce them to a construction lender who can do construction financing for them. So there's like 3 potential deals every single month from one source. Like, there's so much opportunity in the mortgage business, and people are like lugging around talking about interest rates. It's like, get off your can, put a system in place. Go talk to people. That's all it takes, right? And I've quite literally, on a silver platter, given you the campaigns that you need to go out and make those relationships happen. That's your second option. Like, really have a phenomenal opportunity regardless of market conditions. So it's like, go back to complaining about interest rates, or let's go do something to make some money, right? Now, the real question is, we've been to this point. You understand and have seen how easy it is to fill your calendar with high quality referral partners. Are you going to build everything out on your own and do it? Because I don't believe that there's any other option from now having the knowledge and the wisdom that you have from today's presentation. Going back, I don't see as an option. It's only forward with this new information. So are you going to build it on your own and stick with it long enough to get results? It goes back to the roller coaster, doesn't it? Right? We know we're going to get successful in the first 2 or 3 weeks. It's if you make the calls, you're going to get the appointments. If you get the appointments, you're going to get the referrals, right? If you follow the proper offer sequence, you'll get the referrals. Well, what happens when the referrals come in? Are you then going to stop making the calls? Well, if so, we need the system behind you, because we want the bulldozer pushing the rock over the top of the mountain, not you getting it halfway up and then going, oh, hey, I'm just going to go do this over here. And you completely lose the momentum and have to start from 0 in 3 months, right? So the other option is to press the easy button, get our proven campaigns, get access to the coaching community, get access to the weekly mastermind calls, and get a system in place so that you can continually build momentum and just continue to grow the system. That's what I want for you. So again, you're getting access to everything. Direct access to the white label platform and all of our snapshots, daily office hour calls with my team where they will build the marketing campaigns inside your software, but also the lead generation campaigns that you need to drive leads. And again, all the lead generation page templates and everything that you need are inside the software. The weekly mastermind call with myself where I show you what's working and get you fast access to answers so that you know what you should be doing and that you're actually successful. You get all of our online marketing campaigns, daily social media content for your mortgage business, a license from me to sell my campaigns to referral partners or deliver them for free, however you want to do that, and my 8-module business marketing class that makes you a marketing expert with all of these campaigns. $12,997 of real value of what you're getting, and you get access to all that today for just $297. Now, for the first 10 people, we have bonuses. Now, last week we sold out. We sold more than 10 programs last week during the first part of the challenge. So our one-on-one kickstart calls with our account managers are sold out. Those are gone. Those were gone last week for our first movers. And to those of you that took action, congratulations. That is amazing. What we have decided to do for this week is to extend the ability to show up on the private workshop that I'm doing for the fast action movers that take action today, for the workshop where I show you how to set up your webinar, okay, or podcast. And quite literally what I'm going to do is, it is as if I'm going out and setting it up for a realtor. So I'm going in and saying, hey, look, here's what I want to get set up. I want to do a realtor partner webinar with this partner. Let's build the lead generation page. Let's build the advertising account. Let's put together the templates that they're going to send out to their email and to their social media, and like hand deliver you the entire system. You get to watch me build it it's a working session on the actual event. And that way, you know exactly how to implement and launch the webinar funnel out. Because again, it is my number one strategy right now that I would implement if I was in the mortgage business and I was trying to generate high value realtor referral relationships. Hands down, that's what I'd be doing. So I'm going to show you exactly how I would do it. And we're going to run that together. So if you take action right now, today, you can get access to that. So go to ciinnercircle.com. And again, you're not even buying anything today, right? And here's my thing. It's like, you can't buy a car without driving it. And you're not going to buy a house without walking through it. Not one that you're going to live in anyway, right? The only way to truly try it out is on the inside. That way you'll know whether it's right for you or it's not. If it's not, you can cancel at any time. It's as simple as sending in an email. They've got great support on the website. High Level is a phenomenal community. I've been doing business with them for 2 years. I flew down to Texas. I met the founders to see what the growth plan was, to make sure that I could feel confident promoting this. They have some of the top internet marketers in the world on their platform, promoting their platform right now. They are going to be around for a very long time. I think that they're going to give Salesforce a shot. Their growth roadmap is phenomenal. So that's going to be there. And I'm standing behind this product and filling it with my best stuff so that you are successful. But if you're not happy with it in the first 14 days, you just simply reach out. They've got a phone number, they've got live chat, and you can cancel within the 14 days. You'll never be charged for it. So there's absolutely no risk for you to try it out, right? But you have to get in on the inside to see what it's like, to make sure that it's a good fit for you so that you can make an educated decision to make sure that it's right for you. That's the only way to move forward and really make sure that this is right for you. So head on over to ciinnercircle.com in order to get access to that. So let's see if we've got any questions, and feel free to fire those into the Q&A. Perfect. Oh, look at this. Francis has been taking care of all these, which is fantastic. Okay. The URL for the Facebook group, we got that taken care of. Is the $297 a month the do-it-yourself option? Where's the reference to having your concierge team make referral appointments for us? So Carlos, so this does not include the concierge service. That's separate, but if you go ahead with the trial, we'll reach out, and the $297 for High Level, we'll actually take that and apply it to the price for the concierge program to help you on the upfront. Mike says, who makes the calls? So Mike, technically, you don't have to make the calls on the system. So the emails and the text messages do all of the heavy lifting for you. Then you just need to respond back to the people that have responded through the system. If you want to take it to the next level, we do have a program called the Concierge where we will make the phone calls for you. Or we have a program called the Executive where we will hire a full-time dialer for you in your business and then manage that person for you every day, and they can make the calls for you. An executive dialer makes about 150 calls a day. They'll speak to 30 to 35 people a day, and then they book on average 5 qualified appointments per day. So the system will generate appointments for you. If you're just looking for 1 appointment a day, it's reasonable to expect that from the system when you're loading those contacts in. But if you want to take it to the next level, you can have a concierge or an executive person make those calls for you. So Christine, hop on the daily call. So High Level offer is going to offer you, so when you get in on the offer today at ciinnercircle.com, High Level is going to offer you an intake call. Think of that like a software walkthrough call. So they're going to show you like, hey, this is what a campaign does. This is how to integrate your calendar. They're going to show you the basic functions of the software, but they're not going to know anything about what we're using it for, right? So what you need to do is show up on the daily calls with our team, because they're going to help you upload your snapshot and implement it in the mortgage business. That's why it's so powerful to be with me as an affiliate for High Level, because we're taking just a generalized piece of software that can be used for anything. It's super powerful, but you can use it to sell running shoes. You can use it to sell dentist appointments. You can use it to sell anything, right? So we're the experts in the mortgage business at High Level and actually implementing it, and having you on those daily calls is really going to help with that. Awesome. So Alex, congratulations. Great to have you on that intake call. The team is looking forward to doing that with you. Awesome. Okay, cool. Congratulations to everybody that's signing up. Dennis, Ben, this is awesome. Ben, there will be a copy of the webinar to share with your business partner. So once we have the recording, we'll post it inside Facebook. If you get access to the Facebook community, our private group, we're broadcasting live inside the Facebook group right now, so you can literally get the recording from there. But we'll also email it out tomorrow. Okay, awesome. Very good. Okay, great. Great job on the customer support there, Francis. That's amazing. Mike Decker says, what is the time of the daily call? So the daily call happens at 11 o'clock. And then we are getting some requests to kind of like move that time around. So we'll do a poll with all of the members as to like, what's the best time for everybody? And then we may adjust it. So if there's a better time out there that works better for you, that's great. Taylor says, can you have your loan officers on your team sign up for sub-accounts? Yes, Taylor, you can. That is all included. That's one of the reasons why I decided to open up high level to everybody, because if you were to buy Connect My Leads through us, you can't have sub-accounts. But if you buy high level through our affiliate link, you can have sub-accounts, and you can give sub-accounts to your realtors, you can give sub-accounts to your loan officers, the whole 9 yards. Lourdes says this includes the CRM, correct? That is correct. It totally includes the CRM. You've got it. Do you have a copy of last week's call? Yes, Bob, we did email it out, but I'll have the team repost it inside the private Facebook group so that you've got access to it there. Carlos says, what time zone is the call? So Carlos, the call is in Eastern Standard Time. So that would be roughly 8 a.m. Pacific if you're in Pacific time. And again, we're putting out a poll. So if people want to move that, we totally can. Taylor, welcome to the program. Great to have you. That is fantastic. So Chris, I've been a member, got slammed in 2020. Never used it. Is this also included in the program that I purchased? So Patricia, yes, if you are on Connect My Leads, this is the exact same software, just with your ability to put your brand on it. Now, it's totally up to you. You can stay on Connect My Leads and have it like that, or you can purchase the offer today and then just pause your subscription on Connect My Leads, and we'll just move everything that you've got, even your contacts and everything, into your new high level account, which I would assume, if it was me, that's what I would do. I would want high level, because then it gives you the ability to give sub accounts to your realtors and put your brand on the actual software. So I would say sign up for the offer, and then Francis, let's reach out to Patricia and make sure that she gets flipped over to high level from Connect My Leads. Look at that. I'm just giving revenue away. But Patricia, it's great to see you on the event. I would personally love to connect with you. It's been a long time since we chatted, and I hope that you are doing well. Cool. Rudy says, how many sub accounts can you assign to your partners, and does it cost them anything? So Rudy, it does not cost them anything. There is unlimited sub accounts on your account. The one thing that you're going to want to watch out for is usage, right? So if you get a whale that comes in and they're like, hey, I got 10,000 leads a month, and you put them into a sequence that sends 30, well, let's say, so realistically, there would probably be somewhere in the range of like 14 messages per month that would go out to a lead if they're putting that in. So you just sent, 14 messages times 10,000 contacts. Its usage is not a lot, but it's something that you want to be aware of. And you want to have that conversation up front with your referral partners. Like, hey, that's a lot of leads. No problem. We're going to do a ton of business, but there is going to be a cost associated with the software if you want to send that amount of messages, or, send me a deal, right? One mortgage deal pays for like a ridiculous amount of usage on the system. So you are all good. So Taylor's got a great question here. Can this connect to Arrive through Zapier? So yes, as long as Arrive connects to Zapier. So high level's fully integrated with Zapier and does a phenomenal job of that. Okay, and Francis is taking care of Christine and Rudy. That's awesome. And Christine, that email will come from Francis. So FRANCES at connectionincorporated.com. And make sure that we've got all of our other Q&As are working. Yes, we are good. Okay, so I think that's everything. And to everybody that was here on the call and everybody that signed up, hold on here. Oh, shoot. My phone has logged me out of my mail, and now I've got to get with the team and get my username and password. Not username, but password. I got to get the password. But anyways, to everybody who has purchased today, welcome to the Inner Circle. Again, if you haven't, go to ciinnercircle.com. It's a free 14-day trial, so there's no risk. Get in on the inside, give it a test drive. You're absolutely going to love it, and I cannot wait to see you next week on week number 3. Make sure you go into the Facebook group. Let me know what you thought of the training today. If you're getting value out of this, posting inside the Facebook group gets the message out to more and more people, and that helps us tremendously because we've got 1,000 people inside the Facebook group. We've got maybe 25% of those people that have registered for the training. And I would like to affect a whole lot more people in this group, and getting those conversations going in the group is how we get that message out to more of those people. So I would greatly appreciate some love inside the Facebook group. And if you know somebody in the mortgage business that you think would get great value from this, give them the link, the ciinnercircle.com. Get them to sign up for the free 14-day trial. I would greatly appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on next week's week number 3 in the challenge. And have a great rest of the day, everybody. Oh, Nathaniel asked a great question. Sorry. Hey, Chris, I'm on the lead generation with Connection Incorporated. Do we have access to the Inner Circle as well? Nathaniel, yes, you do. So you have access to those daily calls. No problem at all. Bob says, I cannot seem to get my Google business page to connect. Bob, go to your Google business page, business.google.com, double check your logins and make sure that you're logging into the right account that you want to connect to it. And then once you're logged into the Google account, go in the same browser to the software and then try and connect it again. So we've had that problem in the past. And when we were logged into the Google account on the same browser, when we tried to connect the software, it worked. I don't know if that's really how you fix it, but that's what did it for us. And again, if you're having any trouble with that, hop on that daily call or reach out to support. We are happy to help. Patricia, you are awesome as well. And yes, I will enjoy Costa Rica. We're having a fantastic time thus far. And thank you so much. Right on, everybody. Oh man, what a great session. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And looking forward to seeing you next week. And we'll be in touch inside the Facebook group. Have a great day, everybody.